You know, sorry, my heater is going in the background, so it's a little loud. But sometimes the spirit of shame is very obvious and upfront. It can say nasty and gross things to you, and you can believe it. And sometimes you're just so used to it. You're so used to thinking that way. You're used to that thinking pattern, and it can be generational that you have no idea that it's even happening, but it is. And it could be very subconscious, that it's not even direct words or phrases, but it could be still there. But a thing about the spirit of shame that is even more secretive than possible words or phrases that are being told to you is that the spirit of shame looks. Spirit of shame seeks. It's looking and it's seeking for anything that could possibly give it validation. I knew it. I knew they didn't like me. I knew they didn't respect me. I mean, that's just one very simple example. But it can happen at work. It can happen with your friends. It can happen family members. It could be people just existing and living their lives. But the spirit of shame, the thing about it, is that it is very sneaky. And it tends to be very quiet and very, well, it seems almost like a friendly voice, something helpful. And you could be extremely used to it, but the spirit of shame is always looking and always seeking for a way to validate itself. And I would just caution anybody. And it's possible that it's been generational. Your parents, their parents, their parents. And it might be easy to see it for relatives or people that you know or people that you care about, and you can point it out, but then be so much less aware of it for yourself. But the spirit of shame is always looking, and it's always seeking for self-validation. I don't mean your self-validation. For the spirit of shame wants its own self, itself to be validated, and it's always looking and always seeking for that. Sorry, I have a lazy eye. I'm noticing throughout my videos when I talk that one eye blinks much slower than the other one. I had no idea. I'm learning things about myself. Anyways, I'd be cautious, be thoughtful and aware. How has the spirit of shame possibly affected you? Maybe it's caused you to become extra defensive. Maybe it's caused you to become angry. Maybe it makes you be quiet and not speak at all. And maybe it's hurt your relationships because it sees things and it's created things or scenarios that are not actually happening, but it's based off of your own perception and the spirit of shame, its own desire to represent itself and to validate itself. And if that's something that you think could be a potential for you, a possibility, something that you could maybe be struggling with, I would suggest maybe talking to God, going to the Bible and spending quiet time with yourself, with the Holy Spirit, and thinking about it and considering the possibility. I'd say the spirit of shame is very dangerous because of how sneaky it is. So, just a suggestion, just something to think about. There you go. And the spirit of shame is definitely something I'm working on and trying to be more thoughtful about, because it is damaging to yourself and your relationships. So, yeah,